Excellent. All right, folks. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a community conversation about youth overcoming obstacles while being a person of color here in San Mateo County. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us this evening. My name is Davina Hurt, and I'm a Belmont City Council member since 2015. And I was so happy to support this inspiring program created just for tonight. This event tonight is really born out of the hard work of 4 people that I'd like to highlight at the start. Merritt Pardon, Deborah Sanchez, and Kelvin and Sherrie Smith of A Brighter Day. These community members gathered over many meetings, working hard to shed light on stories not often heard. They all came to the table with different life experiences and backgrounds, but truly came together with an open mind and a heart to make a difference in the community. With this as our background, I'm just so energized and think that this will be an informative night for all of us. Local stories in our county that will bring hope and inspiration for a brighter tomorrow, which is so important at times like these. I'd like to provoke a little thought before we begin. James Baldwin, a well-renowned African-American writer and orator, said, "To be a Black person in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in rage almost all of the time." The reality of Baldwin's 1961 lingers for some even in 2020. The anger he speaks about is the mistreatment of some receive for no reason other than the color of their skin. Imagine pain, anger, sadness, and fright walking with you all the days of your life due to racism. On top of the complexities of just everyday living, it could easily flourish and consume even the strongest among us. And don't be mistaken that social and economic mobility insulates you. Despite my daughter growing up with more opportunities than she has called on my teachings many times to navigate social structures outside her bubble of friends. I think we were all taught by our mothers and their mothers that you need to channel your energy into community action and make a difference for not only yourself and others. And so I'd like to get started and talk about others who are doing those very same things. They're navigating difficult situations and making a difference in their community. And the first group I'd like to introduce is a dynamic duo, I call them, Kelvin and Sherrie Smith. They're founders of A Brighter Day Youth. They're going to give you a snapshot of their program, but first let me tell you a little bit about them. Kelvin has over 20 years of work experience as a senior pastor, a social worker in the Bay Area, with certification notably in anger management and stress relief techniques. For several decades, Kelvin has accompanied at-risk youth and young adults in teaching life skill classes and building relationships inside Hillcrest Juvenile Hall. He's an active member of the Hillcrest Chaplaincy Outreach Ministries, effectively providing prevention and intervention programs, all designed to mentor young people who want a fresh start and a future with meaning and purpose. Outside the system, he works with local community leaders to help them reshape programs that serve youth who are re-entering their neighborhoods. Sherrie Smith has been working for Safeway for 30 years and graduated from San Jose Christian College with a Bachelor of Science degree in business. Before Brighter Day's inception, Sherrie placed one youth at Safeway who was part of the ceasefire program of East Palo Alto. Oh, sorry, folks. From there, Sherrie and Kelvin realized the importance of obtaining employment and how it helped youth stay out of trouble. Sherrie has been operating as the case manager and works as the liaison between A Brighter Day and the district hiring coordinator at Safeway. As the case manager, Sherrie makes sure the youth have the proper dress attire, bus passes. She contacts the youth weekly, and she's giving them ongoing support. She is a second mom, for sure. Sherrie is actively seeking other companies to offer a variety of job placement for the youth. And so now I'll turn it over to Kelvin and Sherrie.
You want to go? Okay, my name is Kelvin Smith, and I am the Executive Director of a Brighter Day Youth Work Program. We started back in 2015 in December, starting with just helping kids get jobs. In 2015, we learned that helping kids get jobs help them not to come and return back to the juvenile justice system. Now, we have two programs in which we run, and I'll talk about the one in East Palo Alto first. In East Palo Alto, we have a preventive program where we work with the youth on a weekly basis. We meet every Saturday, the first Saturday of the month. We go out to breakfast, and we have such a great time. There's between 8 and 15 youth that come every week. We teach a live and free methodology by Dr. Marshall out of San Francisco. We teach John MacArthur's 25 characteristics of a great leader. And then we also teach the customer service life skills class. One of the things in which we do with the kids in East Palo Alto, we provide a safe place for kids to be able to talk about anything and everything. We have young men as well as young women. We have them from as early as the age of 8 to all the way up to 21. We have two high school graduates that both are now in college. That's Mace, and you'll hear from him in a little bit. And we also have Daniel, who is going to Washington State on a full ride scholarship. He was actually ranked number 3 in linebackers last year. Our program really consists of not just teaching, but fellowshipping and hanging out. We do outings every year. We have a snow trip retreat that we take the kids and the family out every year up in Arnold for 4 days. We go to the movies. We go to baseball games. We go to Santa Cruz, where we all get to let our hair down. Some of us get to let our hair down, and we have a real good time with the kids, because I don't want kids to